Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are in the Cathedral, and this is going to be a very technical setup here that we are going for, and just wanted you guys to be ready for this, that there is probably going to be not a lot of discussion during the invasion, but we will talk through the other parts. So here with Isis, it does have a Shadow Leap ability, which is unique to Isis, and so our ability here is going to be predicated on the idea of either using the pipe or the executioner, whichever one. They have the same exact moveset pretty much during the quick attacks, but the pipe has a 20% lightning damage attached to it, and that also pairs very well here in the Cathedral, as you want to do all things lightning. We will not have lightning pierce, which is okay, but we will have a considerable amount of Ichor and everything along the way here, and it will be very interesting that we have a round robin type of an attack pattern where if we are fighting a single enemy, it will be dodge in, attack, dodge back, attack. And so those buttons on the keyboard are 1, 2, 3, 4, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, and it flows exceptionally seamless for where your fingers are positioned on the keyboard for WASD. And in between Shifting Hollow and Jupiter's Blade, you can even put in like one sword swipe or two, just to get a little bit of Ichor if you need to. So like 1, 1, 2, attack, back, attack, and then continue into some of those combos of how you actually go about engaging the enemy. Now, this is like all theory crafting, right? So once you get into the business of actually engaging with the invasion here, all bets are off. This took me a long time to kind of put something together that played fast, but we are quick mobility, as you can see here. I prefer the executioner here. It comes out to about the same amount of damage as the pipe, so don't let the card here dissuade you from trying either one of these. It just depends which one you like. Do you like the pipe? Do you like the executioner? Either one will do you pretty much exactly the same, but the pipe is just a lot of fun. So as we get into the fights here, obviously we have our regular attacks. I just want some backstabs before we get to the next area here, but and you can see there kind of how that manipulation of the battlefield as to where we are standing and what we have available to us against each enemy. Every single one of the encounters that we go through here in the Cathedral will be super simple when it is a one-on-one. When we have the invasion here of multiple enemies, it is going to be exceptionally difficult, and you'll see just what I'm talking about here in just a second. So I'm going to shut my mouth as we get through the invasion here, because it is exceptionally tough. But pay attention to everything I just talked about, and we'll get through this. Here we go. Okay, this is the camera glitch. There, we got the parry that time. Don't know where everybody else is at. I hear Monkey coming. Okay. Not sure what Monkey Boy is doing here. So let's get rid of him. Okay, he's going the other way. I'm not sure where that monkey went. That makes me nervous. Okay, everybody's kind of just chilling over here. Ouch. Okay. Nope. Okay. I figured that was the end of it there. But you can see that when we are single target enemies, everything kind of goes well. But as soon as we get ganged up on like 3, 4, 5 enemies all at once, and that monkey kind of being off by himself, that kind of threw the rhythm off. But no problem. So it's a very, 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 very intense sort of play style here. But it works so very well. Oh, rip Haze. But that is the cost of this entire aggressively fast, intense, in-your-face run, is the fact that you take one hit and you're dead. That's pretty much how it goes. We did get a few lucky breaks there where we were getting attacked by the purple ladies, and we were okay. But that is the majority of how these round robins will go with these folks. And you can see there just how effective that is. And the sword as a general just standard values here. Remember, this is times like 1.3 for lightning in the cathedral here. So that turns you into about 1300. And the executioner is about 180 damage ahead of that. But the nice value is for the two of these is that they are slash and pierce. Slash and crush between the two of them. Crush being the pipe, slash being the executioner. So that is super, super nice that we have both of those options available to us. So let's get it going again here. And let's try and bring home the bacon here. Okay. Okay, and let's see. Okay, let's just do that. Ouch. Okay. These big ladies here are a super problem, because they take up the entire hallway and you can't see what's going on. Okay. Quick mobility is such a great ability here. Okay, and we did not kill her fast enough, so we are going to have a really tough time here. Okay, monkey inbound. Monkey inbound. Okay. Oh boy, they are spawning here now. Okay, let's try for those backstabs to raise our Ichor limit here, because as you can see, we need insane amounts of Ichor. I hear somebody. Okay. Oh boy. Heal. Quick. Okay, one more. Good. Old world materials. Okay, last one. Here we go. Oops. There we go. Okay. Wow, that is so intense when it is kind of like a one-hit deal with being at a limited amount of ability here, and our defenses being pretty much zero, basically zero for what the cathedral has to offer, and the amount of damage that this place can put out on you very, very quickly, very, very intensely too, because as you'll notice here as we go along with the one-on-one kind of battles, everything will kind of flow in a normal sort of fashion here, and things won't be as intense. Oh, okay. And playing fast with single target enemies, we just need lots and lots and lots and lots of Ichor, and then we will be able to rinse, repeat our cycle sequence there of being able to attack in a full circle. So we have 26. Remember, we need, what did I say? I didn't say. So this is 1, 5, that's 6, 9, and then 5 more is 14. So we need 14 in order to pull off a full circle of attack strings, which is great. And you can see there, that was an entire, almost an entire string with a pipe clunk in there for good measure. So very, very nice that we are able to do that. Okay. And you can see that the pipe actually fully functions as a as an entire weapon here. Let's try for a backstab here. Okay, and Bridge to Glory is over. I can't get the backstab. Oh, I thought I dodged there, but the interesting part is that the speed at which you're switching and playing, it really, really is intense. And there we should have switched to the Executioner because Bridge to Glory ran out, but that's okay. And now as we as we go along, it's pretty much just single target enemies the whole way out. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we have 14. So anytime you have 14 on deck, the cooldowns here are half a second, 2 seconds. This is 2 seconds, and this is 5 seconds. That's the longest one at 5 seconds, and that is a pretty considerable amount of time when you consider how fast everything is happening right in front of you. But because of the fact that you have to have 14 Ichor, typically you're not going to have... Oh geez, I did not realize I was that close. Typically you're not going to have 28 Ichor just lying around in the bank at any one time to cycle both of those actions back to back to back to back to back. So for now, let's go ahead and get something like this, Regenerative Drain, or I mean, what you can do here is you can do Improved Regeneration. You can heal 1, and you see how much it gets you back. And then you can do this, so you can switch that along the way if you want to try and get a little bit of a increase to your healing ability without sacrificing, you know, the build or the quality of anything at all. So that is really, really good. Okay, so we are going to wait for our gifts here a little bit, and we'll go ahead and pop some activators to make our build that much more potent. Okay. So in, whoops, I forgot to run again with our cycle sequence there, and you can see that it definitely does take some practice, some muscle memory, some ability to actually get engaged with the sequence of how much Ichor do I have, how much do I need, how fast are my gifts coming out, and what kind of weapon attacks should I be mixing in between there. And you can see there we took one to the face and we lost, you know, a huge amount of health and everything. And that is the really big cost of this entire setup here, is just the fact that you know, we have to play in a way where we just don't get hit, and we have to use all of our evasive maneuvers and everything in order to try and handle each situation well and comfortably, because most of the time, every single time you get one hit, you are going to be gone. It's just the way that it goes. Now here we can take a free drain off the edge here, get some Ichor for free. Now, a little bit about stamina. Why do we have Tirelessness active here? Tirelessness is a 20-ish% increase to your stamina regen. There you go. Okay, so we did almost 2 full rounds of the sequence, which is really great. So typically, normal stamina regen is 70 stamina per second. That is what the game does normally. With Tirelessness, you're getting about 85 or so stamina regen per second. So that is very nice. And so Tirelessness is very worth it if you have the ability to go for it. Oh boy. Okay, so there again, we definitely need an improved regeneration. Blam. And so now from now on, we are able to use Regeneration Shift, which is an 80% increase to our healing, which is really handy to have. Okay, so let's go in. And we are out of... oh boy, we're fighting both? Okay. We're dead. Yep, we got caught. We got caught by both. Unfortunate. That is a really sad way to go, because we had him there. We had the one by herself, and we were ready and able to take her down. But you'll notice that there's a lot of movement mechanics built into this, and it makes things pretty tough because you need to know how to move at any one point in time. And there, it's just better if you take the sword swings. So you'll notice that we have a 0.94 drain here, and we have a 0.8 drain if we use the Devour version. So the Executioner is better for the Ichor drain if we're needing that, which we do definitely need that. But the backstabs will be the thing that can bring us back here very, very considerably into a position of having lots and lots of Ichor. And so that's the other reason why we have the Ivory Grace here, is that it is a very, 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 very wonderful Blood Veil to run both light and dark. It is the Blood Veil of choice for light and dark. And so, oh geez, so that is what we are doing. Okay, let's get through this guy. Now, it's fine to heal at any point in time here because there are several checkpoints along the way through the cathedral here, and so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to go anywhere else. Oops. Okay, so you can see there that the full 5 seconds of Blast Bolt definitely hampered us big time there, and we were not able to actually execute at all because we were pretty much at the mercy of having no Ichor, or not the no Ichor, but having no gift uptime ready and waiting for us to be able to use Blast Bolt. So that was a really, really bad method there. Same thing there. She was a little bit out of, where we should have been, but that should have been a really good moment in time for us to actually just go for a parry along the way there. But, trying to play within the rules that I've set up here, that is kind of how it goes. Okay. Okay, good. Now we have 4 Ichor. Okay. There we go. Got some Ichor. Good, backstab. That will set me up for some success here. So let's go this. Okay, great. So, onwards we can go. Finally past our one big milestone there. So that is kind of the problem that we need to get over, is the button sequence of how things should and will operate. So now that you've seen the combos of everything, it is time to just kind of get through here, and we will just make our way to the different missile spots and everything, and we will get through here. So typically there are not a lot of good in and out sort of playstyles, because Shadow Leap is a unique gift locked only to Isis, and so you do not have the ability to actually return from an engagement. So as soon as you get into an engagement, there is no way to actually get out. So that becomes a serious problem in so many different scenarios. Okay. So this is the fastest way to simply just remove yourself from each area. Okay, so now that we are at this next giant, we don't want this, but we will just skip. And you can see that if you are loaded up with gift accelerators here, of these three, lightning charge comes out incredibly fast, and it is much more effective just because of the fact of removing the cooldowns. And we can almost fly with our wings here, so that's quite a bit of fun. Okay. And we definitely want to be careful here around this corner, because you can die exceptionally fast. Okay. And that's fine that everybody's gonna chase me. Now you want to be careful around this corner as well. That is a fantastic place to die. Very, very quick. Very, very easy. Okay, this fella. Let's knock him down. Alright. And this is the best way to get through the cathedral, aside from like glitches and different things, is to play it the normal path routing. This is the best way to go about just getting through here, because there's no reason to actually fight anything or do any of this, because it is all about just getting through here as fast as possible. And since these enemies cannot climb ladders, as you can see there, as soon as you start walking up a ladder, they just stop and they're done. So there's no reason to actually, there's no reason to actually fight them, except in that case where they will catch you out and your toes will be cut off. So unfortunate for me, but that's okay. We can zippity zoom through here yet again, because the way we have things set up here is kind of interesting for how the Berserker fight goes, because of how he has his resistances set up and everything. We are still able to take advantage of our build and everything we have in the sequence that we've already set it up, so it's pretty nice. But the problem that you may have already guessed with it is the fact that you just can't get hit ever. That is, rule number one with this, and there's really no understanding other than that, is to simply just don't get hit. And that really is what this is, because one hit and you are completely gone. There is no second chance. There is no accident or anything. There's no coming back from any of this. So keep that in mind when you are engaging with this kind of fast gameplay here. All of this is simply super intense, super fast, and really, really, really not a great way to go about engaging with any one specific type of enemy. Okay, so let's zoom down here. And for whatever reason, she was able to slap my face off. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be pretty intense. We'll bring her up here. Okay, alright. Unfortunately, we can't quite get over there. Okay. That will force them to drop down and follow. At which point they will get bored of following. And right here is where, if they were following you still, you could trap them right here because they can't climb the ladder or anything. Now, the teleporting enemies can follow you up here occasionally, but it's not that common that they would or will. And so now it is, you know, a run back challenge to try and get to the end. Okay. Now, do I trust myself enough to actually play the Berserker? Probably not, but you only live once, so let's see here. Okay, let's go ahead and load up on Ichor here. So we have a full complement going into the fight. And let's be economical. Okay, and first time, every time. Here we go. Alright, and here we want to change this to Dusk Edge. And this would be great if we kept it like this, but we're going to have to switch it for Blood Barrage. That is 5 seconds, this is 2 seconds, so it's not Blast Bolt, but it's the best we have for what we have going up against this guy for blood to do. Okay, here we go. This is going to be insanely tough. Okay, backstabs for good measure. Oh, there it is. There's the one I missed. We should have shifting hollowed there. Yeah, that is the super tough part about this guy, is that it really is a one-hit done kind of setup. Oh. Okay, she teleported as I was dropping, and she predictively teleported to the lower level, and because I didn't get the doors last time, because I didn't kill the Golden Warriors, the run back now is exceptionally painful. Okay, so you can see that we definitely have the mobility options and everything. The problem is, right, that we just don't have any ability to survive anything. This is like, and it's not even really like glass cannon type idea. It's literally like a zero survivability setup, like absolutely no survivability. So, but it is a lot of fun, and since that meets my criteria for a pretty interesting build, is to be something that's fun, this is definitely up there for me in one of my fun ways to play. So here we go, Berserker 2.0. Oops. I waited a little bit, or I was a little bit too early on the Shadow Leap there. But the cool thing is that Shadow Leap is a blood gift from that's Blood Crush, so it works very well for the Berserker because that is the only value that he does not have a strength against. And so that is really, really nice. Whoa. What the heck? I don't know what happened there, but it like pressed escape and all kinds of things and Q and Okay. Whoops. Can't go upstairs. Okay. Let's at least open this door. And we'll open this door. Now we can just go straight through and hopefully not die. Whoa, hello. Good grief. What an annoying encounter right on the boss fog gate. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's go Berserker. Let's see about that fight. Okay, so don't get hit. That is the name of the game here. And don't be too early on your shadow leaps to go backwards, because that will cost you. Now you are completely like invincible during a shadow leap. Ouch. Yep, can't launch him. That is a serious problem for this setup, is that we have a real hard time launching the Berserker because we have to be directly in front of him or directly behind him, and of neither we were there at that moment in time. Oh boy, she's here again. Okay, I think we're safe here. Let's go ahead and heal. Hello. Okay, we made her disappear. All right, big boy. Okay, can't see in the corner here. Oh man, that's the problem, is that he gets turned around so easily. And his attacks are not where his club head is. His attacks are very AoE centric, and it is a real problem for us. Okay. These enemies are amazing at tracking. She tracked me all the way from the door. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay. And we do not have any gifts going. That's cool. We got the double slash there. That was pretty neat. Oh, come on. I pressed it. Oh man, that is unfortunate. So yeah, the Berserker is definitely the hard part about all of this, because you're trying to play fast, and he's just trying to annihilate your face, and so the problem with that comes from the fact that... Okay, I don't know why that didn't count. Sometimes my keyboard inputs are just eaten completely, and the game doesn't respond, but that's fine. I guess that's every game. Maybe it's my monitor latency or something. Not exactly sure. Oh, jeez. Now, that was awful. Okay. Here we go. That did not count, unfortunate. Oh man, I almost had him there. Yeah, but because he's so fast, the auto tracking of quick mobility and being able to use gifts like Shadow Leap and Shifting Hollow, it makes for a really engaging, active, interesting fight overall. Just because of the fact that how he moves is very hard to keep up with most of the time, and this way it's pretty easy to keep up with him, so much so that you're getting into trouble most of the time. So keep that in mind. Ouch. Let's go ahead and heal. Not that it's gonna matter. Ouch. I dodged backwards right into his attack. Wow, this is going to be a very long episode. I did not expect this to be so punishing, but the reality is that if you have a really good handle on what is happening at all times, this can be very rewarding when you are... oh my goodness. Of course. That's how you know that this is not coincidence, is that the enemies just appear when you come out of your lightning charge at exactly the point where they know you're going to be. Okay. Well, I guess this is this. Hmm. And because he's doing slash damage, we have no ability here to, you know, survive any of this. I'm really sorry. Those are famous last words, you know? So the fast playstyle, I definitely agree with, and I definitely promote and think that it is one of the most fun, engaging kind of playstyles. Whoops. Okay. But the reality is that it just... Oh, she's in the arena? Didn't realize she could do that. Okay. News to me. But that's the problem with this kind of setup, is that you are not even a glass cannon. You're just literally made out of glass. So much so to the point that there's just no ability to recover from any kind of actions or engagements that you are just not completely signed up for. I only got one Ichor for that. Unfortunate. Oh, come on. I had him. I had him. But you can see the speed at which we can get in and out of each of our attacks and everything. It makes for a great way to kind of come and go between his attack strings and everything. And we are able to completely move in and out at will, how we need to. It just makes it extremely difficult that, you know, every single time that you do an engagement, it is a one hit and you are dead, and it is time to start over. So that is pretty tough, because most of the time, that is not how bosses are. Okay. Nice. Phase 2 now. That lasts for far too long. Okay, this is bad news. Yep. Couldn't see. Couldn't tell what he was doing. And that happens most of the time. Now, the Berserker's a really cool boss and everything. However, these kinds of setups typically are not meant for, you know, this kind of engagement activity. But it can provide a very, very rewarding experience. Okay, here we go. Try number 7. And let's get it. Okay. That's also a thing we can do that we have not been doing, is parry him. because he's very, very, very susceptible to parries. Okay, and the parry did not work that time, even though it was pressed. But that is something that you can do to interrupt his flow and make him slow down just a little bit, because he does get going pretty quick during these fights, and it is nice to stop his aggression and his action altogether. Okay, but that does mean that you have to kind of read when the Ivy Veil parry window is, and that is kind of tough for the Ivy Veil, but it can be done. I was gonna say no backstab, what? Okay. Oh geez. Looks like this is it. Okay. And you can see that the damage reduction going from phase 1 to phase 2 is incredibly significant, and these are reduced in their damage by 50%. So we basically take this, and this is our damage value, 1188, which is pretty pathetic when he has about 100,000 HP. It makes for a very, very tough fight when you are only allowed to be hit one time. Now, if I was super gifted at parries, I would just literally parry every single attack, but because that is pretty tough to do, we are just stuck with what we have. Okay. Okay. Can't see. Okay, good. Can't see in the wall there. Ugh, and that's the problem with the playing very close in a tight, confined space. There's no room for us to back up anywhere, and Shadow Leap is kind of nullified in that regard, because in these hallways, as you saw, we were able to back up at a considerable distance. However, in the small arena here, we are packed in with this guy, where his mace can reach all corners of the arena here, no problem, and we can't back up far enough to actually make use of Shadow Leap. So, kind of unfortunate, but that's the game we play. And an hour long. I'm sorry if you guys made it through this. That is incredible. I am convinced you guys are the best audience here on YouTube. Okay, we got a lot of extra damage in there before he transitioned because he was on the ground. So let's try and capitalize. Never mind. Okay, we almost had him that time. One or two more attempts and we will be there. So you can see the pathing from Shifting Hollow to Dusk Edge to Shadow Leap to Blood Barrage doesn't work as well as with Blast Bolt. It does offer more option space and everything, but it definitely is not like what Blast Bolt was or is or can be. We could try for Sanguine Roar, but that's a 10-second cooldown, which is an even longer period of time that we have to wait for, which is pretty tough to wait for those really long cooldown times. But it is a much better gift for what we are going to be doing here, because most of the projectiles miss the Berserker, even though he is a size of a barn. Okay, here we go. What? Can't see what he's doing. Man, when that's the problem. When he gets into a corner, you want to capitalize, but since you can't see what he's doing because of the camera and everything, things get a little hairy really quick. So the idea though is anything blood is anything that goes. All right, here we go. I'll take a free backstab. No! One sword attack too many. I should have only done 2, not 3. And we probably would have had him right there. But that's the problem with some of these things. Sometimes they work really well in certain situations, and then they are very, very, very ill-suited for other situations. Oh, come on. But literally, you know, the cost of the aggression is literally the number of attempts that you take to fight the guy. So if we would, if we bring along like a partner or somebody, like if we bring along Io, you'll notice that it's a lot different. Just because of the fact that there is a heal built in as well, and there is no like we'll have a second life here, and we will completely be able to engage here. Now, I was gonna say that's different. Ouch. He got us both on the backhand. Oh man. But see, that just that little bit of extra boost there, if he's not perfectly set up to kill both of us and we don't have enemies flying in from outer space to attack us, you'll notice that we won't have a real difficult time, because there will be another partner there. Okay, this is bad. I have no idea where Io is. Okay, this is not going well. And I don't know where she went. Okay, let's try this again for another time. We have just made this into one of the hardest bosses by just playing a specific build that has turned this boss from one of the easiest to one of the hardest. And that is Vayne, is that you can take things very hard or take things very easy, because 100,000 damage is like take in this game, and there is like that is such little damage to do that it is actually pretty crazy that we can't do 100,000 damage. But that's the cost of Vayne, is that it just makes everything hard when it wants to. Oh boy, this is bad. I can't see at all. Okay, good grief. So see, that gave me an extra like 2 hits or something. And in order to take those extra 2 hits, that was all we needed was to win, was an extra 1 or 2 hits. So sorry about the hour episode here. That is what it takes to play something like this. The fast aggression is awesome. It's a lot of fun. However, it is incredibly punishing if you don't have the right setups in place. But as you saw with the regular basic enemies through here, all of this was pretty simple to run through. No problem really. Even the invasion was not as hard as the berserker, but the berserker, because of how fast he is and how fast we are, and you get caught into corners really easy with him because he just spins around and keeps spinning in circles in the corners, and Shadow Leap is not as effective in the berserker's area because of how tiny this little teeny tiny little area is for you to back up and move forward and everything. So anyways, whew, what a long episode. I apologize if you guys made it to the end. You guys are the best. And let's go 78 stars. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for more, and if it takes you a while to get through this one, I appreciate you and everyone else watching later. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.